Hello everyone, welcome to BROSTalks. Today I'm going to review the Diesel Smartwatch, the Diesel Full Guard 2.5. It's a round-faced watch with a little red tone on it. It's a well-made watch. It's very tough as well. So that comes on this box. Don't know whether you can see that. It's a wearOS, supported by wearOS, and this came in the small, good-looking one. The watch was around this small pillow. They had all these little instructions in that. And this is the warranty book. That's the magnetic charger. It's with a standard USB one. So just attach to the watch like that. It's easy to charge. Yeah. So that's about the accessories. Now that's the face of the watch. So this has different colors. As you see, the color on the box is a nice blue, black and red combination face. That comes only after 8 p.m. and you have different color combinations. So this is sometime at around 4 p.m. time reviewing this one. So this button over here, if you just press it down, you get the menu, and it's touch sensitive, as well as you can rotate. It's pretty good actually. It's easy to control the watch, and these are the two options which you can configure. So right now it's configured to the Diesel app that comes with the watch, and the second button to Google Fit. So this watch is powered by wearOS. wearOS is still improving a lot. This watch is on the version there you go, wearOS version. Don't know whether you can see that. It's 2.2. Android security patch level is 5th August. Hopefully there should be an update soon, but the version is the latest. That's the 2.2. When I say disadvantage, there were a lot of apps that were getting updated. So when I purchased this watch, the watch was on version 1.2. So you can connect to the Wi-Fi. So that's the first bit that I was asked to do when I set up the watch. So when I switch on the Wi-Fi and when I start updating, there is a wearOS app within Google Play. So once it gets updated, in the notification you get the wearOS update notification. So in case if you press that or tap that down before you update all the apps, some apps are going to just disappear from the watch. I don't know why is that so. What I would recommend is let all the apps get updated and then update the wearOS so that it gets updated to version 2.2. And the interface, when you swipe up, that's for the notification. You get all the notifications you get on the phone, whether it's a message or a phone call. Yeah, you cannot reply to a message. Maybe yes, but I have not tried that. There is something called as a smart reply option. I think it should be smart reply. So that's something I've not tried yet. Hopefully that works with the message app. By the way, I have an iPhone. That is working with wearOS on the Apple iPhone. So it works fine. There's no hindrance in that. When you swipe down, you get the shortcuts, airplane mode, battery saver mode. That's phone ringer mode. So in case if you have forgotten the phone somewhere, you can press that so the phone vibrates. That's a Google Pay option. That's a screen lock. Let me check that. Not tried that. To turn back. Oh yeah, so that's the screen lock. Manual screen lock, I would say. And then this is a do not disturb. So you will have the notifications here. So you have the Bluetooth connected now and the battery percentage as well. This face has also the battery percentage instruction over there. If you swipe to the left or swipe to the right, sorry, you get Google Now. So you can speak to the watch actually. When I said phone calls, I wanted to tell you this as well. So you can speak to the watch, but you cannot hear back anything because there is no speaker on the watch. But there is an alternative. You can connect a Bluetooth headphone to the watch so that you can make your phone calls. And personally I prefer that way, because if you are in a public place, let's say in a bus or a coffee shop, you prefer the other conversation to be more private than hearing it on the watch. So you can avoid others listening to the conversation just in case. You can speak to the watch and it displays all the notifications here about Google Now. And if you swipe towards the left, you have the Google Fit. So if you click that, you get all small instructions and all the info how you have performed for the day. You have a lot of workouts in that: walking, running, cycling, strength training. Mainly I use it for the gym, so it's kind of useful. I was using a Fitbit actually, and I wanted a smartwatch. I was really happy to purchase an Apple Watch, but it's only the square face I was not liking it about. I wanted something around face which actually looked like a watch, so I preferred other brands, and as Apple Watch is a squared face, so I didn't prefer that. As I have actually compared both side by side going to an Apple store, and I personally liked the round face watch. That's my personal preference. When I say about Apple Watch, that's more user friendly, I would say. Sometimes when you power off and power on this watch, it tends to be a little slow. Not too much, but maybe for a minute or two. It tends to be a little slow, but I don't see that lag on the Apple Watch. I think it's mainly to do with the wearOS. So that should be rectified by time when they give updates to the wearOS. I have used this watch about 2 weeks now, and regarding the battery, I'd say it holds on complete day. I charged maybe for an hour. It takes just an hour to charge the entire watch to 100% from maybe 5 or 8%, and it came through the whole day, and it was left with 30% the same time the next day. That was faringly used. I got like 10 to 15 notifications, maybe 5 calls I attended through the watch, and maybe 2 calls I cancelled from the watch. I would have done a workout maybe for an hour. So that was pretty much about the battery life though. So you have to charge it every day, like the Apple Watch or any smartwatch at this point of time. Not the Fitbit or the Garmin, but any smartwatch. If you're planning to purchase, you'll have to charge every day. So this copes up for 1 day completely. Regarding the straps, you can actually change the straps pretty easily. It's a quick release, and you can put any normal straps to it. It's a 24mm strap for the watch, and the dial size, I think it's around 47mm. By the looks of it, or when you see the specification 47mm, it's quite big. But when you actually put it to your wrist like that, it seems to be pretty okay. It's quite big, but I like the look of it, and it actually fits your arm. My arm is quite slim, but even for me, a 47mm is like perfect. Regarding the settings that I set to achieve 1 day battery life, this is more important. I don't think you would get this information at this point of time anyway. I've set the always on feature, so that's somewhere here in the settings, display. So adjust brightness, that's automatic. People suggested me to set to 1 or 2, but I prefer automatic because when you go out, you prefer the bright display of the watch just to see the time, and if you don't have the brightness on the watch, that's quite annoying. But I have set the always on screen, and I have set off tilt to wake. So I've switched off that. When I move my hand just like that, it tends to wake the watch, and that drains a lot of battery. So I've switched off that setting, and I've set the always on feature. So in case if you just want to check your time, it's quite easy. You have the watch face like that, and just a second more, should go back to always on. So you can easily check your time when it is on your wrist, so you don't have to touch the screen or touch the buttons to check time. I preferred this because let's say you are working on something with both your hands, and your hands are dirty, and you have to check your time. It doesn't make sense to check your time pressing or touching the screen of the watch. I preferred the always on display. And I set the Wi-Fi setting off. Bluetooth is on. Definitely you have to have that on to get all the notifications. That's the main purpose. I've set the Wi-Fi off because it tends to connect the internet all the time. In case even if you don't have a Wi-Fi around, it tends to check for Wi-Fi connections frequently, so that drains a lot of battery out. And there's an NFC option. I've switched that on. It's more helpful when you go to a coffee shop and you have to just pay with your watch. You don't have to switch that NFC setting on on the settings menu every time, so I've switched it on, so that doesn't make any difference with the battery performance. And yeah, I just noticed one more thing. Connectivity, I've set the location on. So certain watch faces uses your location to display the weather conditions on the watch face. It's your preference, you can disable that or maybe enable it, but I have enabled, so only if you are using the GPS as it is, I think it is going to drain your battery. Otherwise I don't think it's going to drain your battery a lot. And I've set the OK Google detection as off, otherwise it's going to constantly check for the voice to say OK Google, so I've switched that off. Whenever I want, I'll swipe to the right and use the mic there. Usually I don't use that much, so I switched that off. So, and about the watch faces, right now these are the default watch faces. I think you can see all this. Default watch faces. See, it's asking for the location access, so I'm just going to walk you through that. Device location, true. So that's the kind of setting you get for one face of the watch. You can pretty much customize everything on the face. So that's another watch face. So that's going to use your heart rate sensor. Hopefully I didn't mention about that. It has a heart rate sensor at the back, and you can set the frequency, how frequent the heart rate sensor is going to work on your wrist. You can set it to every 20 minutes, half an hour, or even every minute. So it's going to be that accurate as well. So that's another face. So these are the default watch faces I get with Diesel, and definitely you have third-party apps where you get watch faces of Rolex, Ferrari. There are so many watch faces to choose from, and even customize. You can even customize a watch face. You can build one by yourself as well. And one more thing I forgot about this watch is it's waterproof. 50 meters, it works fine. You can actually use it for swimming in a pool. I have not tried it myself because I feel strange wearing such a nice watch to a swimming pool. It looks good, but yeah, I'll just prefer to keep it aside. But I'll definitely try one day when I do my swimming in a pool. I won't take it for deep dive swimming, just for a normal swim. That should be all okay. That's pretty much it about the watch. I got it from the Diesel website, so if you register on Diesel website, the first order gets you 15% off. So this was my first purchase from the website, so I got 15% off from the price, and this was released just this year. Maybe if you're watching in 2019, then when I say this year, it might be around September to October 2018. It's the Full Guard 2.5. That's the name. There was a previous version, Full Guard, that had a pretty bad battery life. I had read about it, but this one they have totally improved. They have included heart rate sensor in this watch, and they made this swim proof as well. The main feature I like about the watch is the NFC. It's pretty handy. You can just go to a coffee shop and buy a coffee, just put your watch there, and the payment is done. To add a card, again, that was a little too much work done to it. I think the problem is with the wearOS and the wearOS app on the iPhone. If you have cards loaded on the Google Pay, and if you're going to just choose the card from the Google Pay, it's not going to work that way. You'll have to manually enter every card, the number, the details and stuff, to add each card to the watch. I'll just show you the ones I've set. So I've set a debit card. Yeah, so that's this watch that I've been using for 2 weeks. Apart from the wearOS glitches, I think the watch is superb by the looks of it. You have NFC, you can swim with the watch, you can talk to the watch, but you can't hear anything back unless you have a Bluetooth headphone connected to it, and you can pretty much store music as well on the watch. That's the Play Store for the watch. Settings, Google Pay that we have seen. It syncs with your calendar as well. You can set your alarms. The watch vibrates. That's a Diesel app that comes with the watch. That's all with the Google Fit. You have a Find My Phone app that rings your phone. Media controls. So whatever app you install from the Play Store, that's going to list down here. So that's it about the watch. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. When I was purchasing this watch, I was looking for the reviews for this watch, but I didn't find anything online except for all the specifications and people saying about the looks of the watch, but nobody had done a walkthrough or a complete review of this watch. So when I purchased, and I thought I would do one so that it might be useful for someone who is trying to purchase this watch. There are so many watches in the market, so many wearOS watches which you can choose from, but I preferred this one just for the look. And to highlight on the specification, it still uses the old Snapdragon 2100 processor. There is a new processor in the market, 3100, but that's only in few watches. The Fossil Sport watch has the new processor, but people said there is not much of an improvement. I think it's to do mainly with the wearOS app that is within the watch. So if that gets improved, I think it should affect any watches with any processor. So hope you guys have enjoyed the review and walkthrough of this video. In case if I have suggested you something which you were looking for, and if you have found this review and the walkthrough useful, hit the like button for this video and subscribe to our channel for more reviews. In case if you guys want me to review any product, a smartwatch or a smartphone or any gadget, I'll try to make a video on that. You guys can just put a comment on the comment section below. I can try to make another video on that. See you all with the next video with another product of review and walkthrough. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care.